to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
So take a deep breath in, and on the out breath, just close your eyes. That's it. And as you listen to my voice, notice that as you breathe in, you're breathing in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just feel like any tension, any stress is leaving your body. That's it. Deeper and deeper, relaxed. That's it. Occasionally while I'm talking, your conscious mind might pick up on different sounds around you, perhaps footsteps, noises, the sound of traffic. In a strange and contradictory way, those sounds do exactly what I want them to do, which is distract your conscious mind. Because most of what you do is at the unconscious level. You don't consciously think about breathing or blinking or walking. Most of what you do is completely on autopilot, including what you have cravings for. These things take place subconsciously. So the more distracted your conscious mind is, the better able I am to influence your subconscious mind. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine being in a different place. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you are on a beach with white sand, except this time it's a private beach just for you. No one else is there. It's almost like you have the entire beach just for yourself. As you look around, there's no one there, but it's a sunny day, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Perhaps there's a gentle breeze that you can feel, and you're wearing whatever clothing is appropriate to be in this place at that time. Perhaps you can feel the texture of the sand underneath your feet. Perhaps you can hear the gentle breaking of the waves on the shore. There might even be a slight smell in the air, perhaps the smell of the palm trees, perhaps the salty air. But I want you to feel like you're in that place now. And I want you to imagine that there is the most comfortable chair on that beach. And I want you to position the chair so it's aimed directly under the sun. Climb onto that chair. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. That's it. And I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and I want you to imagine that as you feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, and you imagine breathing in that feeling of calm and relaxation, that you're going deeper and deeper, relaxed. That's it. 10. Just feeling like your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier. That's it. Melting away any tension around your eyelids, eyebrows, around your eyes. Deeper relaxed now. That's it. 9. Focusing on the muscles in your forehead. That's it. The same expression that you would use for surprise or concern. Those muscles are relaxing now. That's it. Deeper and deeper. Relaxed. That's it. 8. Feeling any muscles that are tense in and around the jaw. Become aware of them. Breathe in that feeling of calm and relaxation, and as you exhale, that's it. Release that tension now. Deeper and deeper. Relaxed on that chair, on that beach, feeling the warmth of the sun, melting away any and all tension. Now, that's it. 7. Deeper and deeper relax as you now become aware of any tension on your neck and your shoulders. I want you to picture any tension almost like it's crystals of ice locked into your muscles in your neck and your shoulders. Breathe in that warm feeling of calm and relaxation, and feel that the sun is melting away any and all tension around the shoulders. Now, that's it. 6. Deeper and deeper relaxed as that feeling of relaxation now goes down your arms, all the way down your arms feeling loose, limp, and heavy. And if someone was on that beach and were lifting your arms up, they would be all floppy and loose, like the limbs of a puppet without any strings. Imagine them lifting up your hand, your arm is all loose. If they let go, it would flop back in that chair on that beach at that time. That's it, deeper and deeper relax, breathing in that feeling of calm and relaxation, feeling that relaxation now in your lungs, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed, relaxing your heart, your stomach, your diaphragm. That muscle responsible for hiccups is relaxing now. That's it, deeper and deeper relax. 5, into your gut. That's it, relaxing any and all tension. 4, down into your legs. 3 and 2, all the way down towards your feet, deeper and deeper relaxed. And imagine what it would be like to fall asleep in that chair on that beach at that time. 1, 0, falling asleep in the beach on that chair now. And I want you to dream. Imagine that you're dreaming that you are on the same beach, seeing yourself fast asleep on that chair on that beach. There you are on the white sand, seeing yourself fast asleep on that chair. And I want you to notice there are fluffy white clouds in the sky. And these fluffy white clouds, I want you to notice that they're doing something that they wouldn't normally do. They're spelling out a word in the sky. And I want you to see them do this now. And the word they're spelling out is relax, R-E-L-A-X. In fluffy white clouds, R-E-L-A-X. As you see them there in the sky, reading them, relax, you feel deeper relaxed each and every time. Relax, that's it. And now the word turns into a number, and that number is 998. See it there in fluffy white clouds filling the sky, bright blue sky, it's fluffy white clouds, 998. And now see it counting down to 997. Spending a few moments there, then down again to 996. The clouds in the sky are now a giant countdown timer. Allow your conscious mind to focus on these clouds, counting down one by one. And I want the part that wants change, the part that wants a family, to leave that part. Looking back, seeing your conscious mind fast asleep in the chair, seeing your critical, analytical mind counting clouds in the sky, counting down. That's it. But the part that wants change, the part that wants a fantastic, compelling future, allow that part to continue walking down the beach. Feeling the sun on your skin, hearing the gentle breaking of the waves, feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. And somewhere in this beach, I want you to imagine there is a door. And in your hand, you're holding the key to this door. I want you to walk up to the door, and the door doesn't have to be attached to a building. It could just be hovering there. This door is a portal to the deeper parts of your subconscious mind. I'll count down from 5 to 1. You're standing in front of the door now on this beach. And you will imagine unlocking the door, opening the door, and walking into the door, which will take you to a room inside your subconscious mind, an empty, well-lit room. When you unlock the door, you will simultaneously be unlocking your ability to make a fantastic decision. You've made important decisions throughout your life, and when you unlock this door, you are unlocking that specific resource to make an excellent decision for your future. Starting to count. 5, putting the key in the door. 4, rotating it. 3, hearing the click to signify that the door is now unlocked, unlocking that resource for you to make an excellent decision. 2, opening the door. 1, walking through the door. 0, closing the door behind you and finding yourself in a large, empty, well-lit room. And if you can imagine what it's like to be in that large, empty, well-lit room right now, just let me know by nodding your head. That's it. It's a large, empty, well-lit room. And I want you to see in this room that there are 2 doorways to different futures. And before we visit a powerful, compelling, positive future, sometimes we need to visit the future if things don't change. And I want you to stand in front of that first door and imagine what it would be like if you have the intention, the desire to quit smoking, but never actually do it. There's been many areas of your life that you've decided things and not really followed through with. And we're going to see what that future looks like. That future, if you have the desire, the intention to quit, but don't commit to that decision. We're going to see what the next few days, weeks, months, and years are like in that future. And let's walk through that door now. That's it. I want you to see that things start off in a positive way. You genuinely do have the intention to quit smoking. There is a desire to do what's necessary. Perhaps you even tell a few close friends and family members your desire to quit smoking, and this time for good. Perhaps you throw away things that are related to smoking. But I want you to see that when things get tough in this future, there is the urge, the temptation to go back to old behavior. And I want you to imagine that actually in a few weeks or months, you become a smoker again. And I want you to see what consequence that has on your relationship. Perhaps you find yourself having to lie to your partner. That you say that you quit smoking, but every now and then you continue to smoke, and perhaps you use mouthwash, perhaps you use deodorant to try and mask the smell. You're trying to pull the wool over her eyes, but you know deep down that she either knows or has suspicions, and maybe that has an impact on the relationship. Perhaps you do some certain medical treatments that are very important to you, and maybe what you justify as just the occasional one becomes more, and actually just imagine that this cause and effect relationship affects certain key things within your biology, and the consequences of that could mean that something that could go your way actually goes against you. If you can imagine that future, an undesirable future happening by attempting but not committing to make the decision to quit smoking, just let me know by nodding your head. Let's fast forward into the future now. Let's go forward. But let's imagine that somehow and some way you actually do have a child. And let's say that at that point you revert back to old behavior of smoking. I want you to imagine as if it's happening to you, as if you are in your own body now. Experience what it would be like if things didn't go to plan directly related to you being a smoker. I want you to really try and enjoy smoking while simultaneously knowing that this behavior is affecting your health, affecting your productivity, affecting your mood, but most of all affecting the relationship with those that you care about most. Just imagine that what you're doing has a direct impact, a direct consequence. Imagine there is a chain reaction of events directly related to your choice and all the connected consequences of that choice of being a smoker. And I want you to see and experience the worst possible thing happening. And at the point where a switch switches inside your deep subconscious that you have no desire to be a smoker, just let me know by nodding your head. That's it. Because that's what decisions are. Decisions are altering future destinies. Every decision that you've made had a chain reaction that changed the future. And let's imagine that you can rewind everything, go back in time. And I want you to imagine going back all the way back in time, not to the present, but to the past. I want you to go back to that very first time that you tried smoking for the first time. See yourself as that child, smoking for the very first time. See what your reason was for doing it back then, and see now, with what you now know, that this was a trick, bait and switch. You were sold on a promise of what smoking would give you, and it didn't deliver on that promise. See yourself as that child, doing it for one reason, knowing it's going to take your life in a different direction, costing you money, costing you time, costing you health, costing you things that you value dear. And then I want you to see yourself as that child about to smoke for the very first time, and I want you to step into the body of that child where you feel what it feels like to smoke for the very first time. Tap into that unpleasantness, that feeling of disgust, that horrible sensation going up your nose, down your throat, feeling like you're going to choke your whole lungs out. And if you can tap into the unpleasantness, the disgust, at that point in time, trying to mask it in front of the people that were around you, but genuinely feeling a feeling of disgust and unpleasantness, just let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to take that feeling of disgust and unpleasantness, and tap into this one idea that your first reaction is the true reaction to how your body feels about this. That first reaction was your body rejecting a toxin, a poison, something that would have detrimental damage to your body, your lungs. In your life, you've had the occasional moment where you struggled to breathe. Perhaps your head was pushed underwater. Perhaps there was a moment where you struggled to breathe, even for just a few seconds. Tap into that feeling of not being able to breathe and realize how precious your lungs are. Tap into that feeling of disgust and accept that your body was warning you what this thing does to your lungs that can stop you breathing, clog up the very ability for your body to take oxygen from the air and turn it into something that nourishes your cells. Just imagine how a fish would feel if you took it out of water for just a few seconds. And imagine that that's what's been happening to your lungs as a direct consequence from smoking from the age that you started. That's it. Tap into that feeling of disgust. Tap into that feeling of how important your lungs are. And now go back into the present. Back into the present, having made a decision that you no longer want to make, the decision to keep on smoking. Tap into that feeling that smoking is now your past, and that your future is that of a non-smoker. That's right. I want you to be back in that large, empty, well-lit room, having gone into that first door, seeing the future, seeing the past, and both the future and the past telling you that your identity of a smoker is no longer desirable. It doesn't give you that status, that significance, that respect that you thought it would. And those people that influenced you back then to make you part of the club never had your back. Were never going to support you in the way that you hoped. You were tricked then, and now your present self can reconcile with your past self by making a new decision to be a non-smoker. And let's see what that future looks like. I want you to go through now the second door. I want you to see that this second door enables you to see what this next week looks like. And in this next week, I want you to see that you have already accepted the identity of being a non-smoker. You're just preparing to step into that identity. See yourself throwing away certain things that need to be thrown away. See yourself already changing certain things about your working environment, changing your routines, avoiding certain places that you used to buy cigarettes from. See yourself as if you're someone else, preparing. Whenever you see yourself have urges, cravings, see yourself writing them down, either in your phone or in a little notepad, as to what those triggers are, what's causing them. And if you must smoke, see yourself smoking, desperately trying to enjoy the feeling of smoking, while simultaneously know that you were deceived as a child, that it didn't give you what was promised, that it is something polluting your lungs. But more importantly, try and enjoy it, knowing that it could be detrimental to your relationship, your family, your overall chances of being a father. But then let's see what happens a week from now, where you then implement that decision to be a non-smoker. Imagine making that decision and never looking back. And although there might be a few days of cravings where your body's adjusting to the nicotine leaving your body, that is temporary. Each craving is slightly more diluted than the last. And it gets quieter and quieter and quieter until you see yourself having no cravings at all. You see yourself doing the very things that before would be a trigger for smoking and not smoking anymore. Seeing yourself looking relieved when other people go out to smoke in the rain or the cold and you don't have to. Seeing yourself being able to greet your partner after working a whole day, being able to hug them, kiss them, but not smelling of cigarettes. Looking at the sense of pride, satisfaction and connection on their face. See that future panning out. See a future where you get good results, good feedback from key doctors, fertility doctors, telling you that directly related to this decision is having a positive impact on your health and your ability to have a child. Fast forward, see yourself there, perhaps in a hospital or clinic, when your partner gives birth and you're there as a proud dad. But you don't have to be someone trying to mask smells. You're just there as you, enjoying that experience. You were able to wait and not have any cravings for cigarettes or smoking, and see that future continue. A future where you have more time, more money, a better relationship, more connection, more intimacy. See yourself as a dad, a role model that your future child can be proud of because of the decision that you made now. That's it. See that desirable future and know that that desirable future is one decision away. Make that desirable future bigger, brighter, more compelling, more desirable, and know that you are one decision away from a chain reaction where you get to step into that new identity, freeing yourself from the shackles of dependency and addiction, and into the future of freedom, the future of real status and significance. Because those that people truly respect are those that masters of their own destiny, people that make decisions to steer their life in exactly the direction that has the biggest impact on them and those that they care about most. See that as the desirable future that you are one decision away from. And let's go back in time now. Rewind all of that and find yourself back into that large, empty, well-lit room. And know that there are two possible doors. A future where you get to dabble in this, attempt it, and the slightest excuse, stress, issue, or reason comes along, you can see yourself excusing it away and becoming a smoker again. Or you can decide that by whatever means necessary, you will step into an identity of being a non-smoker, someone who used to smoke but doesn't anymore, someone that is a captain of their own ship, master of their own destiny. And if you're ready to make that decision now as to which future you're committing to, just let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And as you do that, step into the door, which is the future of your choosing. And as you step into the door, find yourself back out onto that beach. Because the future hasn't happened yet. It is something that you get to create with a chain reaction of your decisions and commitments. And a good way of thinking about any decision is the hardest part of the decision is the early stages. I want you to imagine a future version of yourself pushing your child, your future child, on a roundabout in a children's playground. To begin with, your child on the playground, on the roundabout, it requires effort to get the roundabout moving to begin with. But once the roundabout is spinning, it requires less and less effort to keep the roundabout spinning. And that's how every decision is. The effort is required at the beginning stages, but it gets easier and easier and easier as days turn into weeks, turn into months. As you find yourself back out on that beach, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, hearing the gentle breaking of the waves, I want you to now walk back to that version of you, the critical, analytical version of you, counting clouds in the sky. Perhaps you can even see what number the clouds are counting down to right now. Step into that version of you so that the critical, analytical part is now integrated with the part that's made a major life decision. A decision that you are happy with, committed to, and are looking forward to that future, that compelling future. The analytical version is synchronized, integrated, connected with the version of you that's made the decision. And now that analytical part is giving you lots of reasons why that is such a good decision to have made. A decision that you couldn't have known the impact when you were 14 years old of where this decision will go, but knowing what you now know, this is exactly the right decision to make for your present, for your future, and for your future's future. And with these two parts connected as one, I want you to see there is a conscious part of you fast asleep in a chair on a beach. And I want you to step into that part, all parts of you now fully integrated on that chair, in that beach, again feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, feeling deeply, deeply relaxed, feeling that all parts of you are completely on board with this new decision. A decision that isn't going to be easy, but is going to be very rewarding in more ways than you can possibly imagine right now, but in ways that your future self would love to go back to this moment and thank you for making, for all the things it will give you in the future. All parts completely on board with this new decision. And then you can recall that actually you're not there on a beach, on a chair. You are where you are right now, listening to my voice, hearing it at this point in time. And in a few moments' time, I'm going to count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken fully in the present, fully alert, fully committed to this new decision, using the next few days to prepare to implement that decision. Because in many parts of our lives, there is a lag time between making the decision and implementing the decision. And those few days in between provide an excellent feedback loop of valuable information so that we can treat these first few days as a practice run, as an opportunity to learn what some of the challenges are going to be, so that when we execute the decision, we are fully committed to that decision. A powerful idea is that there is no such thing as failure, only feedback. And having a few days to do reconnaissance, allow your unconscious mind and your cravings to give you feedback so that you know exactly what you need to do to execute this decision in the most successful way possible, is going to be very useful for you. You will awaken fully alert, fully optimistic, relaxed, refreshed, and fully committed to this decision, looking forward to implement the decision. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.